What's going on, my people? It's a beautiful day. I just wanted to come on to talk a few minutes about just following what God has told you to do. You know, everybody, every single one of us has something that he has told us to do. And that still small voice is constantly nudging us in that direction. And because of current circumstances and situations in our life, we ignore that voice. And I just want to encourage you today to take 5 minutes to just really try to listen to what that voice is saying, because that's your compass. That's your compass to tell you which way to go, what to do, what to try next, who to talk to. Whatever it is that you're seeking God for, you're going to hear it through that still small voice. He will sometimes use people, but I guarantee you, before he used people, he's whispering it to you. And the only way to really listen to what he's saying is to quiet all the other voices. Quiet the negative self-talk voice that will tell you don't measure up, and that you're not good enough, and that you're not worthy of what God has told you that you're worthy of. And literally every day, guys, you have to fight for this life. Every day, your old self will try to resurface. The residue of your old self will try to come and tell you who you are. And every day, you got to say, you know what? That's who I was, but this is who I am now, and I'm moving in that direction. I'm moving in the direction of God. I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to live my life out loud. I'm going to live on purpose, with purpose, because I know if I do that, everything that I need and want will come to me. And in the process of that, you're going to help a lot of people along the way, because what comes from the heart reaches the heart. When you're dealing in your truth and you're walking in your truth, you're dressing your truth, everything about you is authentic. Everything that you need will come to you. People will be drawn to you just because of that. Because it takes a boldness, it takes a courage to live your life without the judgment of other people. To step out, not worried about what people are saying about you. Because this is the thing. While they're saying one thing, somebody else is over there saying, well, dang, she really look good in that. You might decide to wear something that you feel like is so out of the box. But the person that says, man, what made her put that on? There's 2 or 3 other people that said, man, she really looks good in that. So I said that to say this. Do you to the fullest. Take no apologies. Take no prisoners. Don't apologize for who you are. Walk in your truth 100%. The enemy will try to come and tell you who you are every day. Silence that voice of the enemy. Listen, every single day, guys, we have to take back our power from that ego. Our ego is this insecure, judgmental person that has been hurt, that's been dealing with a lot of stuff, that has lived mostly in the head and not just really took time to quiet that voice and to live in God's purpose. And the ego doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve anybody. And we have to get to the point where we realizing that ego has to die. Every time God gives you something to do and you say to yourself, I can't do it because they're going to laugh at me, they're going to judge me, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. You're saying to God, this ego is more important than what you told me to do. So you have to get to the point where that ego dies and you stand up and you stand up strong in who God told you are. Because this is the thing. That still small voice has been speaking since the beginning. Since the very beginning, that still small voice has been speaking. But that negative self-talk voice has been formed by everything that we're going through, everything that we've experienced. And sometimes that voice is louder. So your job every day is to feed the still small voice, is to read books, is to listen to audio tapes that encourage your soul. Turn off that TV. Get around people that are like-minded. Get around people that edify you, that sharpens you, and that the conversations are taking you to the next level. If you constantly around people that are talking about other people, that are talking about their shortcomings and talking about how they don't measure up, if you can help them, help them. But the best way to help them is to live your life before them. Get away from them, live your life before them until you're strong enough to come back and help them. Because this is the thing. This is a fight. This is a fight for the life that you want. The old life will constantly remind you of where you fall short at. And the new life is there saying to you, you're capable of this. You can do this. Walk in your truth. Do this, do that. Go this way. Be with this person. Do this. Every single day, you have two voices, and they're both are speaking. Which one is the loudest is determined by what you feed. Who you feed. What are you feeding? What are you saying to yourself? If when that negative self-talk voice tell you, you can't do that. If God tell you, okay, go write this book, and that negative self-talk voice will come and say, girl, you can't go write no book. You fail English. That's real. It happens like that. And because it happens like that, that still small voice is constantly telling us what to do. And that negative self-talk voice is there to put us in check every time. But you got to get a courage. You got to get a boldness to stand up and say, you know what? This right here is better than that. I've experienced that. I know what that's all about. I've done that to the fullest, and I just don't want to do that no more. It's not working for me. It's not serving me in my life. It's not serving anybody else in my life, and I don't want that anymore. It's literally that simple. It's a decision. It's a decision to listen to the compass on the inside of you that's leading you, that's nudging you, that's guiding you into all truth about you. Because that other person, that's not who you are. I said that before. So somebody that God assigned to you, it might be your children, it might be your spouse, it might be somebody in your space that he's assigned to you, that are watching you, that might look for you for the answers, because God equipped you. He equipped you. That original blueprint, that person is equipped with everything that is needed to walk in the truth about who you are, because that's who God is going to use. That's who God is going to send into the place where there's need that's needed. He's going to send that person. So I love you guys. I mean, everything that I do, I'm coming strictly from my heart, because my motive is to help people. My motive is to edify him, decrease their ego every day, and walk in my truth to the fullest. And maybe if I walk in my truth, I might help somebody along the line to say, you know what? She right. Let me do this. Let me walk in my truth. Let me be who God called me to be. Let me pull back all those layers of hurt and rejection and pain and insecurity and walk in this. Walk in the truth of about what God said for me. That still small voice is always speaking, guys. And that negative self-talk voice is speaking also. And it's usually louder. But the only way to make that still small voice louder is to feed it. Feed it goodness. Feed it inspiration. Feed it joy, peace, love, abundance, all of that stuff. And when you do that, that negative self-talk voice will be the one that's quiet. And when it comes up to tell you who you are, that still small voice to say, no, this is who she is, or this is who he is. And then you'll be able to walk in it 100%. And like I said before, when you walk in 100% authentic you is when all doors open, is when God show you who you are. And when you begin to live a life that is designed for you, that was predestined for you. So, hey, that's my little tidbit today. I hope you go out and live your best life and do you to the fullest, because it's good. It's great. All right. Be breezy, people. Love you.